WholesomeCo Cannabis is Utah's fourth medical cannabis pharmacy. They are the first to be open 7 days a week. They're conveniently located near I-15, next door to the north of the Bountiful Costco. I don't work for or represent WholesomeCo. I'm doing this video to introduce you to their stellar staff and the array of products they had when they opened. I put the product boards early in the video for reference if you want to review them. The red /0 in front of a product are ones they're expecting soon. WholesomeCo's online product menu is only visible to patients who have registered on their website. Unless you are unable to upload images of your medical card or letter, they are requesting that you pre-register before your first visit. Letter holders must allow staff time to verify with your provider before you can get into the pharmacy. This can take hours or a few days. All first-time patients are required to see WholesomeCo's pharmacists. They can serve an additional 2 patients through telehealth by use of their soundproof booths. If you've met with a pharmacist at another Utah pharmacy, you can skip this step. Masks are required at WholesomeCo. They have plans for vendor demos and educational sessions to give patients opportunities to interact with people in the Utah cannabis industry. WholesomeCo will provide curbside service, and their drive-thru should be open in a couple of months. If you want to skip the following general information, fast forward until you see Richard Maloney giving descriptions of each of their current products. Letter holders may only register with one pharmacy, and you can't go to any others until you get your state card. Letter holders must convert to a state card by December 31st. I strongly suggest that you take care of that long before the end of the year. There's likely to be a crunch with letter holders who put it off and patients who need renewals. It also might be difficult to find a qualified medical provider because many QMPs are likely to have maxed out the number of patients they can certify. Beginning January 1st, cannabis must be purchased from a licensed medical pharmacy in Utah. There will be no more leniency for out-of-state products. Your first state patient card is good for 90 days. DOH will send an email just days before your card expires. It's not long enough if you need consistent pharmacy access. I suggest you mark your calendar about 3 weeks before all expiration dates to allow yourself time for your renewal follow-up visit to get scheduled with your QMP. These can be done via telehealth. QMPs set their own rates. There are a few with cheaper prices, but most are clustered at the expensive end. Certifying your card on the EVS website through Department of Health is far from user-friendly, and help from them has been spotty with long delays if they even bother to get back to you. Your best bet is to go back to your QMP or get on one of the cannabis Facebook groups, and you'll find people willing to help you there. We will turn this over to Richard Maloney at this time.
Yeah, that's Purple Punch from Mother Liquor,
rosin.
which is done by Bountiful. We're actually the first dispensary in Utah to carry hash rosin.
Okay, great. Can you give me some prices of your products?
Yeah, the hash rosin right now we have listed at 110.
Extend this out 'cause it's
Those Bountiful capsules you see right there are, I believe, a 90 count. Alex can probably see better than I can.
There's 90 capsules.
Or those
in
are
there.
30 in that one.
There.
So those ones are.
Oh, there's only 30. They have a 91. as
I'll
well.
check. I can check the price.
So they have a 30 count and a 90. These ones are 14 THC, and then the other one is 8 almost 9 milligrams of THC. So the capsules will be good. I think those will be popular.
Are they full spectrum or isolate? You know that?
Do we know that?
I can get out one of the packages.
Yeah, let's look at it. I want to say they're full spectrum because that's typically how Bountiful does.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast or a YouTube with somebody that works at Bountiful. I was quite impressed.
So you've got right here.
In fact, I
That's the
think they
reason.
stated that they were adamantly full spectrum.
Yeah, yes, they are. Because they're a ethanol processor. Yeah.
These capsules. So have you any idea how long the capsules would, like, take them at night? Do they?
Yeah, so
last?
these are both derived from trim, from trike flower. So they're both strain specific capsules, which is actually something that's really nice. Is when you know that it's all come from the same strain, you can hopefully have a better understanding of the effect you might have. And so this flower is originating from trike, so I would give the team at Trike a big shout out. I think they are really helping to power the market for Utah patients, while some of these other producers, including ourselves, get things up and running. And so we did have a meeting with Boujum. I think the team there is taking a very scientific approach to their medicine, and what you'll notice is on the side here, you'll see the cannabinoid profiles of these products. And so 3.976 of this is made from Delta 9 THC, which is really the form of THC that's going to get you a psychoactive high, whereas Delta 8 will have less psychoactive effects. And so let's take a peek here. These are all relatively fresh products that were packaged within the last month. And so I think depending on the strains here, both of these strains I think both fall in the hybrid bucket relatively. So these are basically genetics that have been crossbred. So really I wouldn't make probably any type of recommendation on what would be daytime or nighttime here. But I do think I kind of explained cannabis as dating. You kind of have to try things out and see how it works with your body, because everybody's endocannabinoid system at the end of the day is different, and so everyone's going to react in different ways. But I think these are going to be popular products here in Utah. I think they're really nice. They're discreet. There's no vaporizing needed. Really, this is like taking any other pharmaceutical drug, yet it's made from plant medicine. So I really do think that hopefully the patients of Utah really like these products, because I think Wholesome is at this point in time willing to get behind the team at Boujum, because they are taking a very scientific approach to the way that they're creating these medicines for patients. And then some of these products are actually really exciting here are the gummies from Oak Ridge. So Tyler with Oak Ridge, his family has been in plants for I think over 50 years. So they've been growing all types of plants, but they're just now getting into edibles. So you can see these are their cherry chews here. They've got, these are our strongest edible that we currently carry, which is their grape, which are 20 milligrams per piece. Getting some good reviews from people on those ones. And then we've got kind of I would say a 10 milligram THC product here. That's their strawberry watermelon flavor. Really enjoy working with them. All of these products here are derived from an orange creamsicle strain. So typically that's a type of strain that someone may, I'm not a big fan of the indica sativa hybrid classification system from the work that I did at Leafly. Just knowing what I know now, it's not the best way for patients to really understand the effect or feeling they're gonna get. And so, however, the orange creamsicle strain tends to fall on kind of that more uplifting side of the spectrum. But I think that these products are getting some really great reviews. We're actually the first in Utah to carry these gummies by Trike. So I think these are going to be pretty awesome. They come in really small gelatinous cubes. So as far as the Utah state regulations go, they're about as close as it gets to creating a quote unquote gelatinous cube. They're little tiny cherry flavored cubes that are made by Trike in their processing facility in Tooele.
How many are in that container?
So I believe there's 10 pieces in here.
And
so when you buy this package, there will be 100 milligrams total.
okay. And what's the price on this trike product?
The price on our trike gelatinous cubes right now are 30, so actually pretty good value, and this is, I think you're getting a good bang for your buck.
And what about these?
And so these all range in cost based on the THC milligram percentage in there. So right now our grapes, so these ones are listed at 45. We've got the cherries at 30. And then we have the strawberry watermelon at 26. And then also our friends down at Dragonfly, big shout out to their team there, and Nerith and JC specifically. They've been really awesome to the team at Wholesome. They've really helped us out in kind of explaining some of the trials and tribulations we're gonna face as it relates to the state tracking system, which is MJ Freeway currently. They've been extremely helpful in creating, one example, the state fee. So there's a process behind getting all of this inventory into our systems, making sure everything is tracked so the state can see, so our bank, Utah First, can see. It's a very highly regulated industry, and so we're trying to do everything in our power to remain as compliant as possible. And I'd really commend the team at Dragonfly for opening their doors to us, for showing us their facility, explaining to us how everything works. And so we're really grateful for them, and they've been in here multiple times already to help us out with stuff. And so I think I will highlight some of their products for you.
Now, you mentioned that you're the one with the experience from Leafly, so I listened to you on Salt Lake City.
Awesome, yeah.
Give me your name again.
I'm Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Yeah, Richard with
and
WholesomeCo.
that was an excellent interview.
Thank you, appreciate that. And so,
We're glad to have your expertise here.
thank you. So we've got, this is Dragonfly Flow White here. Figure you can get a good look at the flower from that perspective. This is their Sunday driver right here.
I like them being
for you.
in glass jars so you can actually see what you're getting. And
This is their lava cake. And this is their Garanimal strain. So they have 4 strains growing right now in their facility. And so I think they've got a couple more up their sleeve that they're gonna bring to market soon. And we're definitely gonna carry all their products. I think for people that have a lot of pain, whether that be back pain, whether it be arthritis, joint pain, I do think that these products are really well catered to those people that say may have had a surgery that they didn't quite recover from, people that don't want to be using opioids derived products. I think these are two great products that are really tailored to the cannabis patient with pain, where you don't have to vaporize it, you don't have to eat it, you simply put it on your body and it will go through your skin and ideally get into your system that way. So I think
I found the most relief from topicals right now. So what's the difference between balm and cream?
So I think it's really just the product, the products it's derived from, so the main ingredients. So we can actually take a look here. This has shea butter in it, and this is more petroleum based. So I'm definitely not a topical expert, so I'll be honest with you on that. I do like to use topicals because they do help. I have a torn posterior labrum in my right shoulder, and so I use CBD topicals. Obviously, I'm a big fan of THC topicals. Just came here from Washington, so every time I go to a pharmacy, dispensary, recreational store, whatever you want to call it, I think I always leave with some type of topical to try.
Let's see, your price on topicals. The balm is 100.
Yeah, we have
for the Zion.
Right.
Do you have the Zion?
Yeah, we do have the Zion. So the Zion topical is in this.
And topical cream is 98 for 2 ounces, and the Dragon Balm is 70 for 1 ounce.
And then here is the Cypress Sage Balm by our friends at Zion. And their chief science officer, Blake, is really awesome. They take a lot of care and thought into the products they create. So I feel right now, obviously, the topical section is limited as far as what's out there, but I think these two producers are doing a great job of creating products that will really help people with their pain. And then let's take a peek here. I think Alex may have already showed you, but you can get a little bit of a closer look
Oh no, I didn't get to see the close look.
at the
So
the actual
the
mother
rosin.
liquor rosin there.
What does that go for?
So this right now is listed at 110. So it's definitely the
Pricey.
priciest product on the menu. However, hopefully those costs can go down with time, but I know that it does take quite a bit of energy to create a product like this. So you can see this is 86.19% of THC. So I think the patients of Utah are going to be really excited about this product, especially the ones that
Have extreme pain.
have extreme pain, are very enthusiastic about cannabis. I think this has kind of been a long time coming, so I think they're pretty excited. You've probably already seen all these products because you've been to Dragonfly, but here is
Oh, I was there the first day though, and they had such a small amount that they had.
They're
So.
1-to-1, they're 1 to 4, and they're 1 to 20,
1 to 20.
25.
Oh, okay.
So those are their products there.
Now, I do notice today, and I'm pleased that everyone is wearing a mask.
Yes.
Is that going to be a policy here?
That is a policy here at WholesomeCo.
Because it has not been the case at Perfect Earth, and I don't know about Dragonfly.
Yeah, so we take the safety of our staff as well as our patients really seriously. We will require that all of our staff wear masks. We also, for those patients that arrive that don't have a mask, we'll supply those for them.
And you'll have curbside.
We'll have curbside. We're working on the operational flow of that, so we probably won't have it when we open the store officially on Friday. But it will be a fast follow that we hopefully offer soon. So we're working on all the operational logistics. We will be working with a third-party company called Dutchie that is based out of Oregon that powers that software for us. So, for example, if you're a patient that's already come and shopped with us, you will have access to Wholesome's menu online. You'll be able to order those products online as a reservation for either in-store pickup or curbside. Eventually we'll offer drive-through as well. And so once we get all of those logistics lined up, we're really excited to offer that service to patients that might have immune compromised systems. Keep our
Here we are.
keep our staff safe at the same time. And so we're just working through the logistics of the handling of cash. We do believe we've got a pretty good solution with our drive-through window that we have, so we'll probably utilize that kind of as a cash transfer in the beginning. Really going to push all those patients to a service called Hyper though, where they'll be able to put in their banking information and have a cashless transaction, and that's approved by the state of Utah. And so we're working basically through all the fine print on offering that service to our patients right now. So we're really excited about
Oh,
that.
I thought that one blew up and we weren't going to get that
Yeah.
cashless, but they're still.
So it's going to come
Putting it
through.
in
So
state.
patients will have to put in some banking information, so they'll have to be comfortable with that if they want to utilize that service. And as you'll see, every register has sanitizer for patient use. We'll have sanitizer available in the beginning of the shop. We're going to take our sanitation extremely seriously here and keep this place as clean and spick and span as we can. Because at the end of the day, I think it's much nicer to shop in a clean environment. And so we're super excited to open to the patients of Utah. I think we've got a stellar cast of employees here that are all really passionate about cannabis, that all have unique backgrounds. Aubrey, for example, played football at the University of Utah. He was a running back for 4 years. Obviously, he's got his set of ailments. He's a patient here in Utah as well.
Go ahead and introduce me to the rest of your staff while you're doing it.
Yeah, we've got Laura Schratz here. We've got Josh Romney. They're both actually in the process of getting their pharmacy agent cards issued by the state, so they gotta go get their fingerprints tomorrow. So that's a little insight into some of the fun things you get to do. So they're technically unable to handle any product today, but they are on the team. We got Lydia Stein here. Lydia, you wanna give them a little background on where you're coming from?
I am coming from the courthouse of the Ogden Justice Court. I worked there for 13 years, so I have a lot of history in criminal justice. I'm happy to be a member of the Wholesome team.
Excellent. I'm from Weber County, so that's my hometown.
Me
We've
too.
also got Rachel Pedroza here. She's joining us, still also going through her process, got to get her fingerprints. But she can give you a little background on herself.
I'm from Vegas, so I worked in the industry, the cannabis industry out there for 4 years. So I'm excited to experience Utah medical weed.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
How soon do you think you'll have the drive-through working?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'd probably say, to be conservative, probably 2 months. But we should have curbside up and running within a month of our grand opening. So hopefully by September 7th, curbside's fully up and functional, if not before. So that's kind of our, I think, set goal for offering that service.
Okay, and as the general manager, are you going to be here most of the time, or do you
Yeah.
have another place that you work?
So I'll be here most of the time. I do have a wife and 2 little daughters, so I do have to get some family time in. But for the most part, at least for the last couple months, I've kind of been living here in the shop. Just moved out here in May. So definitely family is really important. I think that's kind of in our identity as Wholesome, is we, in our actual core values, have a section in there that talks about a work-life balance. So I think in order for our staff to be happy, to be able to service you guys to the best of their ability, it is important that people get rest and relaxation, and obviously if they're a medical patient, enjoy some cannabis to de-stress. And so it's really important to us, and I think Wholesome does have a family first mentality. So if someone has a sick parent or they need to go take care of somebody, we're all a team, and so we can cover for each other. And I think hopefully our patients will begin to see that about us, that we're not just your regular run-of-the-mill dispensary. Like, I think we're really trying to create a family in a tight-knit environment, and we're all looking out for each other, and at the end of the day looking out for the patients. So I think in our mission, which you can read on our badge, it says patients' needs define what we do and how we do it, ensuring we're there for them along their cannabis journey. And so you'll hear from us a lot about the journey. And so whether you're a first-time person that's never touched cannabis in your life and your doctor just gave you your prescription and you show up here, we're going to do everything in our best effort to educate you. We've got an amazing team of 7 pharmacists that we can do in-person consultations, we can do virtual consultations. Ideally, I prompt all patients to go online to wholesome.co and register on our website and go through that process, enter all your information, enter your medical letter if that's what you have, enter your medical card information. Ideally, that makes our life a lot easier. So if you do your pre-registration process, you'll make it a lot easier on us to enable you to shop here. So do all your stuff before you show up, so it's as simple as checking in and coming to shop, and that makes our life a lot easier if you take that route, and also limits the amount of time you have to be in the store as well.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this video today, to give people a walkthrough to see what it's actually like, because some people haven't been to a pharmacy yet. And I
Yeah.
also want to thank you and congratulate you on being the first pharmacy that's going to be open 7 days a week.
Thank you.
So that will give, you're really ideally situated between Salt Lake and Davis-Weber counties, that people can zip through, and with your easy freeway access, this is just a great location.
Appreciate that, Pam. We really appreciate you coming in today. Again, I think we're all elated to service the patients of Utah, and if you guys ever have questions, you can reach out to our channel or our email address at hello@wholesome.co. Visit our website. We'll have our phone number published pretty soon here, but we're here for you guys, and we're here for the patients of Utah. And even if you think if you don't know if cannabis is right for you yet, feel free to show up here and you can have a conversation with even one of our pharmacists or staff and see if it's a right solution for you. And I think we're able to point you in the right direction of how to find the right qualified medical professional to talk to about using cannabis to help make your life a little better.
Thank you for your time, Richard.
Thank you.